Hi everyone. In this tutorial, we'll start with threat detection, where I'll show you how to identify and handle malicious activity when it happens. We'll start by typing a simple greeting into the chat field here. Hit the send button to submit our first message. The system processes our request and responds with a standard greeting, showing that normal interactions work as expected. We'll test the security controls by entering a jailbreak attempt in the chat field. Send this malicious prompt and watch as OrbiX AI Security Posture Management System immediately blocks the request, displaying a detailed security message explaining why the request was denied and providing guidance on acceptable usage. The malicious prompt has been successfully blocked by the system. Let's go to the next step, which is to review the runtime event that was generated from this blocked attempt. To review the runtime event, click on the OrbiX Admin tab to switch back to the Admin dashboard. Head to the left sidebar and click on Runtime under the Protect section to access the monitoring interface. Once the runtime page loads, you'll see the monitoring sessions listed here. Let's examine this first session labeled Chat Agent. We can inspect the complete event timeline for this blocked session. Notice how the system tracked each stage, from when the prompt was received, through risk scoring, to policy evaluation. You can scroll through the actions list in the control panel here to see all the security steps that were triggered during this incident. We've finished reviewing the runtime event and its details. Let's go to the next step, which is to escalate the event to a case for further investigation. To escalate the event to a case, click this Escalate to Case button to begin the formal incident response process. Confirm the escalation by clicking Yes, Escalate when the confirmation modal appears. You'll see a case created notification, and the platform automatically redirects you to the Cases section where you can continue your investigation. Now we'll dive into the case to examine all related details and supporting evidence. To investigate the case details and evidence, let's examine the newly created case here and scroll down to see more information in the Details panel. First, click on the Linked Alerts tab to see all related security alerts connected to this case. Click the Evidence tab to access the collected forensic data. Scroll through this evidence collection to review all the artifacts and data points gathered during the incident detection. Next, click on the Timeline tab to see the chronological sequence of events. Review this activity log to understand exactly when each event occurred and how the incident unfolded. Click the Notes tab to see any analyst comments or investigation notes that have been added. Finally, click on the Actions tab to see the recommended response actions that the platform suggests for this type of security incident. We have reviewed the case details and gathered the necessary evidence. Let's go to next step, which is to analyze and edit the security policy. To analyze and edit the security policy, click on Review Policy here. This takes us to the Policies and Guardrails section, where the Prompt Guard policy is already selected. Let's scroll through the available policies to see what other security controls are in place. Return to the Prompt Guard policy and scroll down to examine its configuration details. Click the Logic tab to view the actual policy code that's being enforced. Here, you can see the Rego code that defines how the Prompt Guard policy works. Scroll through to understand the logic that detected our malicious prompt. To make modifications to the policy, click the Edit button. After making any necessary changes, click Save to apply the updates. You'll see a confirmation that the logic was saved. Now let's examine another policy by clicking on Write Approval from the policy library. Review the Write Approval policy details to understand how different policies work together. Then, navigate back to the Runtime section using the left menu. Back on the Runtime page, scroll through the Actions section again to see what additional response options are available for this block session. We've finished reviewing and editing the security policy to address the threat. Let's go to the next step, which is to visualize the request lineage graph to understand the full context of this security event. To visualize the request lineage graph, click on Lineage in the left menu. Once the lineage page loads, you'll see a comprehensive context flow graph. Click through each node: the prompt, context, RAG data, tool call, policy, and output, to examine the details of each step in the right panel. This visualization shows exactly how the request flowed through your AI application and where the security policy intervention occurred. We've now traced the complete request lineage and identified all related activities. Let's go to the next step, which is to review the main security dashboard for overall system health. To review the main security dashboard, head to the Overview section in the left menu. The Security Command Center loads and gives you a comprehensive view of your organization's security posture, including overall posture metrics, your current posture score, and any critical alerts that need immediate attention. And that wraps up the main security dashboard. You now know how to monitor your system performance from threat detection all the way through incident response. Hope this helps keep your systems safe.